Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void. It's going to be your Sunday series between Neeb and Scarlet, starting on a Biogenesis the Ladder edition. And it's going to be a best of 3 from the Hangzhou StarCraft Carnival tournament that was not broadcast in English or streamed in English. Broadcast applies to Twitch streams, I think. I need to double check that. Alright, so in the top left hand corner of the map, we have your red Protoss player. His name is Neeb! Hailing from the United States of America, and probably the best American player there is. And in the bottom right hand corner of the map, it's the blue Zerg player, Scarlet! Scarlet from Canada. So we have a North America grudge match going up right now. Here for you, best of 3 again from a Chinese tournament that for some reason had a lot of great players and no English casting whatsoever. Don't understand. Do not understand, but you'll get a lot of these. A lot of these from me over the next couple of weeks if you're interested in seeing what happened in this particular tournament. I know other organizations have cast them as well, but if you want to see the Falcon spin on it, if you want to hear my casting, this is where you come to my channel. Woo, drone fighting, trying to get down that expansion. Scarlet thinking about it, got it. Ooh, that was close. That was so close. Probe comes in, not much to do down there anymore. Gonna check to see, alright, extractor popping. At 1 minute 30 seconds, the pool's already down, which means Lings are on the way, which means the probe needs to get out of there, and he is. Walling off very nicely is Neeb back here. Doesn't have to worry about any backdoor rocks on this map. I guess the map creator figured this is a small enough map that if you wall off well, it's a good job. It's a good job by you. Although, it's not rocks, but you can actually get in... Can you... That's a Reaper hop-up spot there. So if you're playing against a Terran, there is actually a couple places you have to worry about. Not against Zerg. Not against Zerg. Neeb is not concerned whatsoever. Now, in this patch of StarCraft2, which is going to be patched to a different one very, very soon, there are some changes. But bottom line, oh, Bob the Zealot's out. Bob the Zealot's out. Nice mineral walk, getting the probe out of there before he ended up dead. Or she ended up dead. I don't know. It's a robot, right? I think probes are robots. Do they have genders? These are questions I am not equipped to answer. Anyway, the point is, basically, Protoss players are kind of upset because they feel like they have to open Stargate against Zerg or they just die. So let's see if Neeb decides to open Stargate here. He is, I mean, his expansion's on the way. He's got the double gas. It's really time to toss down some kind of higher tech. Guess he's waiting for this pylon to finish and then he will do it. He's not really saving up the gas here either. He's getting a couple of depths. He's getting warp gate. Maybe he doesn't need it. Maybe he feels like higher tech is for chumps. 2 adepts already out, 2 more in production. Scarlet needs to start pumping Lings here. There are 6 more in production. The adept's gonna get inside this mineral line and finish. Gonna finish that transfer here. Enough Lings and enough Queens. That is some fantastic positioning. Look at this. Only 1 Ling can hit any of these adepts. And both adepts do end up going down, but what did they take with them? A couple drones. I don't know, that was exactly worth it, but anyway, just gonna push here. Just gonna push with adepts all the livelong day. Is Neeb. Who knew? Who knew that's what we were going to get from this guy? This is so weird to me. He's got the double gas. He's got the expansion. It's not like it's a 1-base attack. 2 more adepts come in, but there's already Lings and there's already Queens here. I guess, okay, there's the cancel. I was going to say, even getting back here this time would not be as great with 4 Queens hacking on you and the Lings getting a bit of a surround. Here just outside of the natural base, Queen DPS might be enough to finish these 2 off. Oh, both of them die. Both of them die. Resources lost 500 for Neeb, 350 for Scarlet. Lings going for the counterattack. What is coming up? Pylon and a shield battery. Lings kind of going for it, but with 3 adepts back here defending, I don't know if these Lings can get much work done. Scarlet feels the same way. Still making 6 more Lings back home. Is there a Baneling nest I'm unaware of? Why so many Zerglings? I don't think you can break this with Zerglings, especially not with the shield batteries. 1, 2, and 3 that are coming up here as a Zerg player who's tried to do this before. On the ladder with a bunch of Lings against a Protoss player who's got shield batteries. It does not go well for you. 20 more Zerglings though. Scarlet, what are you doing? And the Queen's walking across the map. I did not notice that at all. You probably saw the slow moving blue stuff in the corner here, but all right, Scarlet, kind of feel like you got to do this thing. This isn't all in. This is 35 to 19 harvesters. Nice force field though. Wonderful force field. Lings can't really get as much purchase as they otherwise would want to. The 3 shield batteries are absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant right now. for Neeb. And can he get through? Can Scarlet get through? I apologize. Can she get through here? More and more lings. This is the no regret style of ZVP. The cybernetics core dies. Neeb can afford that. All he has to do is not die right now. The queens are really putting in work. Tanking damage. There goes a gateway. Transfusing each other. Lings trying to find something to kill. They might be able to get this sentry. And do they? No, the shield battery keeping it alive. It dies anyway, though. Sentry down. There are still two more. Another shield battery comes up. And I think Neeb has held. I think Neeb has held here. Scarlet on 19 workers compared to 37 for Neeb. What an absolutely clutch hold from the Protoss player right there. More lings are coming out here. Scarlet kind of trying to drone up and get out of this. But Neeb says, you know what? It's counterattack time. I got Zealots. I got Stalkers, Adepts, Sentry. These queens are still fairly upset, though. They wanted to get through well so bad. A transfuse would not be a miss right now on this queen with 90 hit points, Scarlet. But I don't know if the queens can go home. Is there really even a reason to go home? You've got two queens to inject back there anyway. Oh, and Immortal's out too. Not that the Immortal's going to do great in this situation, but Immortals hit harder against armored targets, right? 50 damage, but 20 damage per shot is nothing to sneeze at. Even if you're going against queens, which are not armored, and lings, which are not armored. The transfuse is going well. I just don't see how Scarlet wins this game number one. I mean, it's aggressive, and it didn't work. That's kind of the definition of cheese here, is the Ling Flood. If you can kill the Protoss player, great, you win. But if you can't kill him straight up, then you're just going to die. Look at this shield battery. There's 5 shield batteries here. Yeah, the Lings can't get in there. There's a Guardian shield negating a lot of the damage the Queens are trying to do, trying to kill some of these Zealots, if at all zergily possible. Some of them are going to go down. Good target firing there, but that's it. Scarlet recognizes that's the good game. She taps out in game number 1 here in just 6.5 minutes. 6 minutes and 50 seconds. 45 to 22 Harvesters. It was just, there was nothing left for the Scarlet. There were 7 Queens and 6 Lings, and that is all she wrote. 2,600 resources lost for Scarlet. 1,700 lost for the Neeb. And that's going to be it, again, for our first game. Let's see if game 2 has anything different in store here. This was just a very simple Ling Flood attempt. Neeb has seen this before. Made 5 shield batteries. I really, again, I've said this before, but I wish we could see how much healing, how much shield restoration a shield battery has done in a game. Because I feel like these two especially just put in work. I mean, Neeb ended up losing 4 Zealots, 5 Adepts, and a Stalker. And a couple Sentries, I guess. That's it. But Scarlet lost 98 Zerglings and 2 Queens. Yeah. All right, game 2. Coming at you from the Falcon Paladin in just a second. Game number 2 of this best of 3 will be held on Catalyst, the latter edition. Let's see if Scarlet decides to be aggressive again after effectively getting shut down there by Neeb. I'm not entirely sure if she will. If I was her, I would not. But maybe that's what Neeb's thinking, and Neeb is not expecting another Ling Flood. All right, so this is Catalyst. Just about the same width of your expansion as a Biogenesis, and a very, very long distance, rush distance compared to the previous map. So Queens will not be joining you, Scarlet, if you want to Ling Flood. Sending out the probe a little bit earlier this time because of that rush distance. Let's see if the probe gets here in time to block the expansion. It does not look like it will. The timing here for Scarlet is just impeccable, and bam, there it goes. The probe shows up 2 or 3 seconds later, but 2 or 3 seconds can be everything. Oh, is he cannon rushing? Oh, Neeb. But the Overlord sees it. That is the worst possible luck for Neeb, man. Just throws down the pylon and immediately scouted. No big deal. Another probe showing up. All right, that is the warning that you need. Is that there's going to be cannons, 2 probes on your side of the map, and a pylon coming up. And I guess now he sees a cannon coming up here too. I don't know about this placement. I guess, I don't know. That's a better placement if you want to kill stuff. It's just so far away. I don't think he can hit this hatch. Can it? Oh, maybe it can. Maybe it's right at the edge here. Where's that drone going? Is that drone going to throw it on a hatch on the other side of the map? That'd be beautiful. And a gas steal from Neeb too. So Neeb is the aggressor here in game number 2. Overlords pushing across the map. I mean, you're going to see a forge is what you're going to see. Oh, gets the 3rd expansion down. Okay, so did afford to cancel the natural. No big deal. Tossed down the 3rd. The probe tried to block it, but Scarlet managed to get it off. Once again, game of inches, game of seconds is what the StarCraft is for y'all. and everybody who plays it, not just you, I guess. Trying to throw down a hatch at the front a little bit. Pro block that one. Scarlet, these players kind of messing around. Oh, he gets she gets the hatch up. Okay, and there's a Roach Warren coming up somewheres. There it is. It is hidden. And these cannons doing absolutely nothing for Neeb right now. And there's your wall. Cybernetics core up at the front can block it off, can make a zealot to finish that off. Neeb can. But this hatch is going to finish. I really feel like it is. What an incredible game 2 this is turning out to be. Proxy hatches, I just have a soft spot for them in my heart. I think they're wonderful. I think proxy hatches are some of the best things ever in all time in StarCraft. So it's going to finish. It's going to finish. The Roach Warren is done back home here in Scarlet's base. Cybernetics core just about to finish here. Another pylon just in case. Needs to protect that wall a little bit more, and the Zealot's out, but it's not going to be enough. It's not enough DPS to finish off this hatchery. You can injure it. It will be injured, and I'm not even sure Scarlet will be able to get a queen out before it dies, but you'll be able to get some larva, get some stuff done. The queen on the high ground. Roach on the high ground. Can the Roach hit that? Oh, they can hit both the cannons. I don't know about this, Neeb. I don't know about this. Are you going to start a queen? Are you even going to try to start a queen here, Scarlet? No. Nope. Not at all. Not enough time. Alright, so these cannons die. Ravager especially helping with that. Cannon gets a shot off. Hooray, cannon. Way to go. Are you even going to make anything back here, Scarlet? And these larva's just going to die? Okay, so there we go. A couple roaches. Forward pylon from Neeb gets taken right on down, saturating that natural base a little bit at the third base location. Broodling's trying to kill stuff, which is kind of awesome, but the positioning by Neeb is just too good. Too good to allow it. As it turns out, Queen trying to get rid of the assimilator back in her main base too, and Roaches going to make themselves into Ravagers? I would assume Ravager 1, yes, Ravager 1 and Ravager 2. So we've got a few units coming up here to the front. Can Neeb hold here? He's getting an Immortal. I'd really like to see another shield battery, personally. Yeah, this is 4 Roaches and 2 Ravagers at this stage of the game. When Neeb's already behind from doing that early cannon rush that did literally no damage to Scarlet. Immortal, a bit of a problem. Oh, trying to make a Ravager out of a wounded Roach. If that thing pops, it will get full health back. Oh, Corrosive Bile taking out a Stalker. That came back out to try to get... yeah, look at that full health Roach. Look at that full health Roach popping out here. The micro on display here is absolutely insane. Over 500 for Neeb, over 400 for Scarlet. Just walking on in to the natural base like she owns the place. There's some Lings here too, just to make it harder for the Stalkers. And the probes to do anything. Corrosive Bile, dodged, nicely dodged. Immortal sitting on 8 kills. Man, Immortals are good. They're so good. More Zerglings flooding in, though, and the Immortal's real great, but not when it's getting target fired by everybody. Even being healed up by a shield battery. Wow, 13 kills, 13 kills. Does end up falling. Another Immortal pops out. Gonna get Corrosive Bile. Can't dodge it, because the Lings had a bit of a surround there. This shield battery is tapped out, though. Did its work. Did all that it could do. I really don't know that Stalkers are the right answer, and that's your good game. Neeb taps out in game number 2. His aggression fails, and Scarlet holds on to win and force a game number 3. What a series. What a crazy aggressive series this has been so far. Neeb tries to be aggressive in game 2, ends up losing. Scarlet tries to be aggressive in game 1, ends up losing. I suppose, oh, does this, I mean, that assimilator died just as the game ended. This queen has been hacking at it forever, it feels like. Watch this. Okay, that's hilarious. That is so funny. Right as the assimilator died, Neeb tapped out. So we have this nice little assimilator explosion animation. Stuck and frozen, pieces flying everywhere. Ah, fun. Okay, let's see if this holds true in game 3. Is somebody going to try to be aggressive and end up losing in the process? Or perhaps aggression will win? Or perhaps we'll actually see a macro game in game 3. I don't know. I haven't cast these before, but we'll find out together with Falcon Paladin in just a second. Alright, welcome to the conclusion of this best of 3 between Scarlet and Neeb from the Hangzhou StarCraft Carnival, which I think is a fun name for a StarCraft tournament. We should incorporate more Carnival and Circus stuff in the names of tournaments in StarCraft, in my opinion. Got Neeb in the bottom right-hand corner of Neon Violet Square, and Scarlet in the top left-hand corner. You're very, very familiar with this map at this point. Little pocket expansion. Little weird wall-off area for your natural. You have to protect both your north side and your left side. I know. Cardinal directions and left and right stuff mixed up. I know. Alright, so let's see if Scarlet opens up hatch first, as she tried to do the last game and ended up winning just by basically scouting the cannon rush. Maybe, I don't know how Neeb expected that cannon to not be unscouted, or to remain unscouted. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. So there's your hatch from Scarlet. And no gas, no pool yet. Looks like possibly could be saving up for a pool here. Gonna delay that gas. Nope, just kidding. There's the gas at 150 minerals. 17 and 17 on that spawning pool. Neeb, on the other hand, just going for the 1-gate expand. No proxy shenanigans from him this time. So this is how game 1 started out, and then Scarlet decided to link flood, and it did not work. It did not work. Neeb was prepared. Neeb saw it coming. Neeb shut it down. And then tried to go cheese the second game and lost that way. It was very, very weird. Very fun. Alright, so first of all, number 1, join my Discord server. It's a real fun place to be. I put an invite into the link here. Just click that thing. It'll ask you to install Discord. You can actually do Discord just through a web browser if you don't want to install anything. There's an app, too, for your phone, which is pretty cool. And number 2, I do have a book. It is called Time Traveler Patient Zero. I did write it a couple years ago. It's pretty timeless, though. Haha, pun intended. If you want to check that out, there's a link in the description, too. It's an audiobook at this point, read by my brother-in-law. And if you want to give it a shot, it's an Audible book, which means if you've never had Audible before, you can get a book free by signing up for the first month and then canceling after that month if you want to. But anyway, give it a shot. I'm actually working on finding a place to re-host the ebook version, which is how it was published initially. But it's a pretty good time. Deals with time travel, which is something that I hate, but I found a way to do it that I don't hate it. So if that interests you, then check it out. Click that link, and we can talk about it later sometime. All right, who's doing stuff? No one's doing anything crazy. Third hatch coming up for Scarlet. No big deal. Got the gas. Has pulled everything off but one drone. So no tech ups, no quick layers. Just going to try to drone up and get to the mid game here, which is something we haven't managed to do today at all. Oh yeah, quick plug for the Gauntlet. I will be casting with the Gauntlet Global Open today at 8 p.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. We had 400 viewers last week. We had True, Lozera was there, Snoot came and played. Snoot did really well. I cast one of the best ZVZs I've ever seen between Snoot and True as part of that, so come check it out. Come say hello, at the very least. Say the Falcon Paladin YouTube channel sent ya. And you'll get a bonus t-shirt. Okay, that's not true. There aren't any t-shirts, I don't think. Anyway, twitch.tv/GauntletSC2 at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Boy, howdy. For all the excitement we saw in the first 3 minutes of the first couple games, nothing is happening. Gateway, gateway, gateway. Neeb still no level 3 tech here. He has made a robotics facility in the last couple games, which is good. But not today. Nothing yet. Nothing yet here. Just additional gates. Scarlet is getting a Roach Warren at 4 minutes, which is very smart. And there's that lair timing coming up here too. So it's going to be a 3-base Zerg fairly soon against a 0 harass Protoss player. Ah, there's the double Stargate. Okay, so double Stargate here at the natural base location. A pretty hard place to scout, actually, for Neeb. He has to come from the front or from the side, and there's a Stalker hanging out, just trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Actually, Stalker, are you trying to go with all of these Adepts who are pushing out with a bit of a... Nope, I'm going to finish off the wall. So the Adepts are moving out themselves, going through the little Plinko machine sections of this map. Zerglings scout them all. So this is exactly what we're dealing with. 7 Roaches going to pop for Scarlet. It's kind of exactly what she needs. So boy howdy, that worked out for the Canadian Zerg. And the Adepts are going to finish the transfer and try to kill some stuff. And Ling's trying to harass. And there are the Roaches. Roaches finishing off one Adept. Target firing pretty well here. Another Adept goes down. Trying to get out of here, but that is not going to happen. All the Adepts die. How many drones did they take down? 5? 5 drones for 6 Adepts is not a fair trade. Not a good trade in my book. So it's 48 to 46 Harvesters. Scarlet could probably drone up quite a bit here. Phoenix production. Phoenix is happening here for Neeb. Are there Spore Crawlers? Oh, Scarlet blindly not going Spore Crawler. Doesn't know what's going on. Just decided Spore Crawlers are not what you want. So sees the Phoenix with these Lings. So it should be time for spores like right now. 2 Phoenix likely means it's a double pumping Phoenix out of 2 Stargates, but no. Nope. I guess these Phoenix are heading home. The Ling's coming back here too. Wow, really giving Scarlet enough of a chance to get those spores up. But 4 Phoenix reveal themselves to this Overlord. If Scarlet was watching, she saw the 4, and 4 is a lot more of a harassment investment for Neeb than you would normally see. So this is going to be a big old Phoenix cloud, and Scarlet's answer is going to be definitely getting a spore. You almost need 2 spores at every base when the Phoenix cloud gets this big, and just continuing to make roaches here. I mean, it's pretty good. The Phoenix lift and kill strategy doesn't work that great against roaches just because they're armored and they're so tanky. Changeling coming across sees the Phoenix cloud, and I mean, is there even a spore in this main base? Are these drones all just going to die? No, the Phoenix decided to go somewhere else. Trying to kill an Overlord. I mean, there's a Spore Crawler at this 3rd base, but the Phoenix don't care about a Spore Crawler. Goodness, no. They're just going to massacre all the drones they can. 6, actually, how many was that? 12 have gone down so far. I mean, when I say they're not good against roaches, they're decent against roaches, but not against this many. I kind of like what Scarlet's doing right here, although that is an Immortal. One Immortal can do a lot of work against a big roach push. Look at these guys going through the little diagonals. And here we go. Immortal putting in the work. Force fields keeping the roaches out here. This is a beautiful defense out of Neeb. These roaches doing absolutely, literally nothing. The Phoenix, do they want to lift? They want to lift and kill a few of them. If they can. And by golly, they can. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Scarlet can do this thing or what. The roaches all deciding to go back home. Making a Hydralistic Den really needs some anti-air based on this Phoenix cloud. Still no spores in the main base. Are you a crazy person, Scarlet? What is happening right now? Phoenix killing an Overlord just because they can. Queens here. Lift killed. I mean, these Queens, though, not enough. And that's it. Scarlet with a good game. Taps out at 7.5 minutes. Neeb is your winner in Game 3. Winning 2 games to 1. Wow. I still don't know what possessed Scarlet. I guess there was a Spore Crawler coming up and then got canceled as she tapped out. But possessed Scarlet to not get a lot of anti-air when she saw those Phoenix. I guess she did have Queens, but you really need spores. You just need spores with that many Phoenix. Your Queens are okay, but as we just saw, they can be lifted up and killed fairly easily. There are 4 Queens here. 2 of them are already super injured. The Phoenix count is 10, and the Roach counterattack did nothing because of Force Field and because of this Immortal, actually. One of the Immortals that actually has like 5 kills. There we go. 5 kills on that Immortal. Really efficient win for Neeb there. Only lost 800 resources compared to a full 2,100. Out of Scarlet, those Adepts all died. You remember those? And then the Sentry died too. And that was it. 13 Roaches, a Queen, 12 Lings, 12 drones, and all these drones in the main were going to die too. Scarlet knew that. It's going to lose all of these, go way down in the worker count. Couldn't really do anything at this pocket expansion either. No static defense there. No static defense at the natural either. And only the 1 Spore Crawler here at the 3rd. I just must have miscalculated. Must have just 100% miscalculated what was going on. And lost as a result. Go figure. All right. Well, that's going to be it from me. It's been a fairly short Sunday series, but a very action-packed one for sure. So I'm going to sign off here. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another Legacy of the Void upload and a Sunday series. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you liked what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.